Well, let us see what is the next best thing that Blender has to offer us. With that being said and done, let me go to UV editing workspace, and here, because this object is completely selected, that's why we are able to see its UV map. If it's not selected, we can't see the UV map. You can do one thing is click this button over here, UV sync, so that you could see the UV map even if the object is not selected. So today's special guest is UV menu, and here the first option is transform, move, rotate, rescale and shear. What you can do is select the entire UV map, tap G to move it, R to rotate it, and yes to scale it. I am right clicking out of it. Then what you can do is the next option is shear. It does something like this, which shears the map, elongates it. The next option is mirror axis. To mirror the object, you can do one thing which is exactly visible over here is Y axis. It's completely flipping it vertically, or if you want you can flip it horizontally. Horizontally might not be visible over here, so what I will do is I will go to mirror and click on axis, Y axis. So the next option is snap. For snap to work out, I have to show you an image. You can go to image menu, and here you can click on open menu to open an image, or you can also click over here to open an image. I will go to image. I have made a special video on image menu as well. You can search for it by going to UV editor's image menu. So here if you click open, and then I will go and bring up a beautiful image. And then what I will do, I will show you what snap actually helps us in. Selected to pixel. What it actually means is, what actually pixel mean, let us understand first. This is the image, and if I zoom it out, it is showing me small boxes, and each of these box is known as pixels. This defines the image. So now if I bring this vertex over here and then go to the UV menu and then click on snap and select it to pixel, what it will actually do is, let me zoom it out a little bit to you. If I keep the point over here and then go to UV and snap to selected pixel, it is going to jump to the corner of the pixel, whichever corner is nearer to it. Then the next option is selected to cursor. If I click on it, it will move the vertex to the 2D cursor. This is the 2D cursor, which is a red and white dotted circle, so it will be moving there. If I control Z it, you can see it. For redo, the shortcut is Control Shift Z. I am using Control Z and Control Shift Z to show you the changes. And the next option is selected to cursor and offset. Why it is actually been included in the Blender. Now what happens if you select both of these vertices, and if you want to move this as it is over the 2D cursor over here, then what generally happens is selected to cursor, it will merge it. But now if I select this thing, and then go to UV and snap and select it to cursor, it is going to move the entire segment to the 3D cursor. So that's how it works. The next option is select to adjacent unselected. If I click on this, it is going to merge it with the adjacent unselected points. I don't know what is the actual use of this currently. So the next option is cursor to pixel. What it actually means is, this is the 2D cursor. If I click over here, I can move the 2D cursor over here, and then I will bring it where the pixel changes can be easily seen. If I click over here, this is 1 pixel. If I click over here, the cursor is placed between the in the middle of the, I will click over here so that it will be easily visible. It is in the middle of the pixel. Now if I go to image, sorry, UV, and then go to snap and cursor to pixel, it will jump that 3D cursor to the corner of the pixel. And the next option is cursor to selected. So whichever vertex is selected, for example, if I click over here and then come to the select option and click this vertex over here and go to UV and snap and then cursor to selected, the cursor will be jumping over here. Why it is useful and how it will be useful in UV editing is, if I select this entire UV map and then go over here and select my 2D cursor as a rotating point, and if I tap R, it will be rotating from that 2D cursor. So that's how this option is used. And the next option is snap to pixel. It is currently disabled, and by default it is disabled. If you click on corner, what it actually does is, if I select this vertex over here and if I move it by tapping G on the keyboard, it will snap to the corners of the pixels. And then if we go to UV and then go to center, snap to pixels and center, and now if I tap G, it is going to move the vertex at the center of the pixels. That's how both of these options work. Constraint to image bounds, what it actually means is, now if I select this vertex and tap G, I can take it out of the image boundary. Control Z. If I constrain it to image bounds, and now if I tap G and take it outside, it will not allow me to take it outside of the image boundary. So that's how it works. I have right click it out of it, switch off the constraint boundaries. Merge at center, what it actually does is, if I select this wonderful vertices over here and then go to UV, and here in the merge option, if I click on at center, it will be merging it at the center of the both vertices. But if I come to UV and then click on cursor, it is going to take the two vertices near the cursor and then merged it at that point. I am Control Z in out of that thing. Then the next option is by distance. For that, to illustrate, let me select the entire UV map and then go to UV and merge and by distance, and here you get this menu, and in this you can type in the distance, which according to the distance it is going to merge. So now if I click and drag over here, it is going to merge according to the distance. So that's how this option works. And the next option is split. What it actually does is, if I select this face over here and then go to UV, and then if I then if I click on split and click on selection, then it is going to split the selection out of the UV map. So that's how this works. Hope you are liking this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, leave a wonderful comment, and if possible, donate me money by Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm on the phone number 86006 or you can also support me by going to any Blender Veda video on YouTube, and in the description you will find a link to the Patreon page. In the Patreon page you can select $1 per month, $3, $9 or $20 per month, and give your valuable support to me. And if possible, don't skip the ads which are following on these videos, and the revenue which will be generated from there will be completely going to Blender research. With that being said and done, try to see it, learn it, understand it. I will see you in the next video.